Good. Oh!
Oh no! Press the button. Give me rest. Give me. What? What is going on?
Good. Oh!
Oh no! Press the button. Give me rest. Give me the rest, people.
Okay. Then that's
This is Steve Harvey, and you're now watching the Don't Piss Me Off morning show.
Quite frankly, this is the best morning show I have ever heard. Let's make YouTube great again.
Yo. Welcome to the DPMO morning show where we are here to piss you off for sure. Okay, I got my dog, Miss Kellie Corinne, in the building. Also followed by Black_TV, who is not with us today. And we also got a special guest. Y'all give it up for Ryan. We got a lot to talk about today, but while we get ready to do that, y'all make sure y'all come on in here and hit that like button. Today is one of those days, okay? So let's buckle up, all right? Good morning. Today is one of those days, y'all. Anything that can go on will go wrong. It almost, because today is like such a heavy news focused day, it almost slipped my mind that today is 9/11. So if you know anybody that went through that, or you wanna, today is that day, and like, dang, it's been 24 years, bro.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's been 24 years. Do you remember where you was?
I do remember where I was. I was in, and I'm about to tell my age, I was in algebra class.
Oh, that sounds like 9th grade.
I'm not gonna say it. But I was in algebra.
Yeah,
and it was wild.
I was definitely in elementary.
Yeah, same. I remember going to, we were like returning books to the school library. I remember like I was sent to go return books, and like I guess they were talking about it in the library, and that's where I first heard like something happened. I don't know if I knew like right then what happened exactly, but yeah.
Yeah,
I cried that day. I cried.
I didn't cry. I knew what I was looking at, but you really don't understand the magnitude of really what's going on. I just remember my mama, she never ever came and got me from school before. And that day she did. I was like, wait, what? Like, like, is grandma okay? Like, that's I'm like, what's going on? Like, what you here for? So everybody was coming to get their kids out of school, and then I just remember like looking up at because we had like a flow model TV. I just remember laying down, and you could see like the building, the plane hitting the building. So it was crazy. I was like, wait, what? Like, it's crazy. And I just never forget, like, dang, it's real outside. Yeah.
That was scary shit.
It was so scary. It was like, I was so scared. Because, I'm from this area. And my mom worked for the government, and she actually used to, at the time she worked for the government, she used to actually have to go to the Pentagon a lot. So like she had texted me, because I did have a phone at this time. She had texted me and she was like, I'm okay. And I'm like, what is she talking about? But we hadn't watched the news yet, which, praise the Lord, she sent me that text beforehand. But then like everybody was like all worked up. And then some of these kids, I remember some of the kids were like, they made a little song. Kids are stupid. They made this little song, and then I was, and then I think I was like overstimulated. I actually have anxiety, but I didn't know I had anxiety at the time. And then I just cried. I was at lunch, and I just was like, and I was crying. It was awful.
Yeah, it was cool. So like, we used to have like a little joke when we was in the Army. On 9/11, all of us, we put our phone on airplane mode. And so if you was ever in the military, they got the most fucked up humor like ever. For these to be the people that saving the world, like, you got the craziest, like, They got the darkest humor ever, dog. So shout out to them. You know, shout out to all the vets. Drip, what it do, man? How you doing, brother?
Good, what's good? Am I loud and clear?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. We were just trying to see, you know, where were you at for 9/11?
At school, and then my mama came and got me.
Your mama came and got you too.
Yeah,
Absolutely, mine did too. I ain't know what was going on. My mama don't never come get me.
nah, for real.
I ain't know
She
what.
ain't coming.
She
Traffic
definitely
was
ain't
so
coming.
bad that day. Traffic was, because I'm DC area. Traffic was so bad.
Yeah.
And then the carpool lady took this other, because I was in a carpool. She took was taking her coworker home. And like the four of us had to get in the back seat. Like, bitch, why'd you do that? Make that bitch get another ride. Like, I don't
see, Kelly, you definitely gonna sink the world. Like, I think like when the shit hit the fan, like let's say like because you ever watched the zombie movie, right?
Yes.
And every time it's a apocalypse, like the people it be the people that really just fuck up everything, not the zombies. I feel like Kels will be one of the people. Leave them. I just feel like that.
It was too many people in the back seat. She could have caught a ride with somebody else.
You got to save humanity. Like,
I don't know.
And I know this might be like on some conspiracy stuff, or I might sound crazy, but I feel like the people would never be 100% united unless we had like an alien invasion. Like, I guarantee you color, religion, gender, everything will go out the window if it was, okay, now they on some other stuff, we got to be human first.
I don't think so.
Is that a crazy take?
I think people will put the aliens before humans.
Man, I don't know.
Yeah, I think they'd be trying to like bargain with them, right? Like trying to like the people who have, I guess if they have the ability to, they'd be like, I think people would bargain with other people's lives if they had to.
hey, listen, we'll give y'all a set of niggas if y'all, just look out on us. So I get it. But let's go ahead and get into the
Someone wrote something. There's like a critical race theorist guy, I can't remember his name, who wrote like about that specific event happening. Like what would happen if like aliens came to Earth and they were like, basically they trade all the black people like for,
hey, we've been traded before.
Oh shit!
Shit, but all right, so let's go ahead and get into this quote of the day. Tukay's quote of the day is, first of all, I gotta put it on the screen, I guess. The price of anything is the amount of life you exchange for it. I repeat, the price of anything is the amount of life you exchange for it. Anybody want to take a wild guess on what that could mean to you?
I'll let our guests go first. Go ahead, Drip.
I was changing my mic. What was it again, Tukay?
It's the price of anything is the amount of life you exchange for it.
Kind of like you selling your soul.
Well, you ain't have to go so sinister, but yeah.
Oh. My bad.
Yeah, in so many ways. Yeah, it's like it's what you willing to, the life that you want. Yeah. It's obtainable, but what are you willing to exchange in life for? Are you willing to say forget your family, forget everything? I'm going directly for this goal, and everything, every success, every failure is come with its cons and its pros. So that you hit it on the head, but you just went straight to setting the soul.
My bad, Tukay.
Nah, you good.
Well, I feel like the selling your soul could be like a broader statement, like you're talking about we describe like selling your soul to a job, or selling your soul to, I mean, like in a sense, like if you only have like so much time of existence, whatever time you spend it on and whatever you get, or like whatever you are seeking to acquire, you're spending your time going towards that thing. So it's kind of, I think it speaks to the core of it. I feel that.
Yeah. And so, Kels, you got a different perspective because we know we all see things differently.
I didn't think that hard of it. I look at it as far as like work. Like, let's say you want to change your tire. How much effort you how much, I guess, effort it is what it was worth to you. You may want to pay somebody to do it. Am I making sense?
Yeah.
Like, okay, like whatever the value you think it is.
Okay,
Yeah.
y'all. So we know y'all know we're gonna talk about the Charlie Kirk thing, but we're gonna ease into it. So let's get straight into the first topic, and then we're gonna bring up the Charlie Kirk issue next. And I don't even know if we're gonna make it to the other two topics, but we will see. We will see. But let's go ahead and get started here. This was sent yesterday to the DPMO page. Y'all, my whole little thing is off today. And I wanted to speak about it. So here we go. I want to know y'all thoughts about this, especially because we got some flavor on here today, and I want to hear like a different perspective of it. So let me put them up here.
Well, I was married for 8 years, recently divorced, about 7 months now. And my ex-husband got married a couple months back. So yeah, he moved on fast. I didn't care. But my question is, why does he text me all the things that I asked him to do in our marriage that he's starting to do in his new marriage?
He texting you? Hold on, wait. You mean like he flexing on you?
He flexing.
Y'all got kids?
No.
Why y'all texting? But he's remarried. There's no reason why he should even have that level of access to you. He should not have the ability to be able to flex on you about something that he couldn't do in a marriage with you. Like you really want? No, he shouldn't be doing it. First of all, that already shows that he's lacking already as it is. Like you ain't even confident enough in your own marriage. You got to keep on trying to contact me. Like that says a whole lot about him. But I'm talking about for the sake of your own power, cut that access or set the boundary.
What does the text look like? Is he sending you a picture of like the dishes done saying, see, look, I did the dishes?
He'll let me know. He's like, oh, hey, good morning. I wore my CPAP last night. Like,
What? Do you still want him?
no. I don't like cheaters in a relationship.
I think I figured it out. The new wife, is that a person he cheated on you with?
Yes.
Okay, hear me out. This man, during that period, he's had both of you all to satisfy him. He was married to you, had her on the side, and he had two women in which he could get what he needed from both in order to sustain him. When he left you and went to her, she by herself is not enough, just like you by yourself was not enough. So now that he's in a relationship with her, he still needs a relationship with you to get what he needed. And that is what I think a lot of men miss when they do side chick math. What ended up happening is you start to see that that person was only satisfactory to you, that you were cheating with, because you had the foundation of your main chick to build upon. And when that's gone, and a lot of times that main relationship is the boring stuff. It ain't the sexy stuff, but it's the important stuff. It's the, are you wearing your CPAP at night? That foundational.
Come on, Ace.
I know, right? Figure this shit out.
Let's go. The stuff that matters, right? In that 80%, right?
It's in the 80%. And so now you are a woman he can talk to about that he know is going to be excited about the boring. He might have married the fun shit without substance. So now when he's doing those important things, he want to reach out to you. What I'm saying is, don't allow that man to make you a side chick.
Oh, come on, Ace.
What the fuck? Okay, so the question is, if your ex bragged, excuse me, if your ex bragged about doing this to you, like, what would you feel? What do y'all feel about the clips? I'm gonna let y'all go first. It looks like my boy over here got a lot to say. Ryan, what you thinking over there, bro?
Oh, I mean, I think they kind of hit the nail on the head. Like he was getting supply from both of them for a while, and then he goes back to just having one, and so he's kind of like, oh, well, these are the things that you were concerned about. You were concerned about maybe she's the new girl's like less concerned about making sure he wears a CPAP machine or whatever, and so he's like trying to get that validation from reaching out to her. And yeah, I mean, I saw like half of Kelly's comment, I think, on that post about blocking. I mean, yeah, like that seems like the right move. Like set that boundary. Like stop. Like get that. Like, I don't know. It doesn't seem like he deserves access to her. And she'd probably be more at peace without letting him in. Letting him have this. Like letting him text her that stuff. I don't know. I'm not sure how she feels about it. Like, she doesn't seem super bothered, but obviously she's enough to talk about it on the panel and stuff. So
yeah.
Women do, I'm not even gonna make this about women. People do stupid things. And when I watch this, and this is what I love about this show, sometimes we will go further, we'll scratch the surface and we'll dig deep. But sometimes you don't need to scratch the surface. You don't need to dig deep. This man cheated on you. He cheated on you and married the broad he cheated on you with, and you're stupid enough to still allow this man to text you about his new wife that he cheated on you with. I'm also a notorious victim blamer. Ryan and Drip, that's my thing. I blame you for this because not you. I blame the lady for this because you allowed this fool to text you. First time he texts me, I probably would have blocked him after the ink was dry on the daggone divorce. But you want to text me some nonsense about your new effing broad that you cheated on me with? F you, F her, anybody who looked like either one of y'all. This was insane. And they breaking it down, and that's great. That's their job, But it ain't even need to go even that deep. Like, girl, why are you even allowing him to text you? Get a daggone life. Grow up. Like, I ain't gonna say grow up. Move on, woman.
I hear you on the, like, obviously, again, like, she probably should block him, but at the same time, I can understand, like, she probably does also herself get some validation from the fact that, oh, this guy cheated on me, but now he's running to me, now he wants me now, and like that there is some, like, schadenfreude, I guess, maybe there, like, it's like, oh, I feel like I'm getting my just desserts, or like now, like, he's being punished by by him, like, wanting to get access to me again. But again, I guess depends on whether or not she's getting into that.
I agree with you.
What you think about it, Drip?
I think they still fucking.
Oh shit!
Can I cuss? I'm sorry.
Yeah, hell yeah. I will.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I think they still fucking, bro, because the fact that he tried to flex and say, I'm wearing my CPAP machine, bro, she might have stayed on him and he never did it. So he like, yeah, look what I can do without you type shit. The fact that she even felt sorry about it, probably, bro. Okay, so Tukay,
yeah,
I'm gonna just talk directly to you, right? So finesse and being a player, bro. Come on, bro. You know we're gonna play on them emotions, bro.
Why don't you think Ryan can be a finesser? Or
you don't know.
He looked like the picket fence dog. You know what I'm saying? The picket fence dog in the big house in the cars. And I'm with that too. I just don't think they probably would try to finesse like that or like Cap. But at the same time, hey, it ain't no shade. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you. I think I just hold your standards a little high. I see me and Tukay, we bearded up, type of shit. I mean, it's just narratives about us. That's all, bro. I ain't want to put you in the narrative.
But I'm just teasing
I'm
you.
Just saying this, like, they definitely.
Look, I've broken a couple hearts in my day. All right.
Right, get active, right?
I get it. My bad. But yeah, big ups to you. But I just think that he playing on her emotions.
I think this is exactly what she needed, bro. I just got to be honest. So it's a couple things that I heard. Like, okay, the girl that he married was once a side chick, and you was the wife, and you knew about the affair. And like, if you were serious about saving your marriage, and you really wanted this man, at what point do you go to the side chick and ask her for some pornos? Like, if I was having trouble changing the tire on my car and I wanted to keep this car, at some point I'm gonna go to my neighbor or maybe call a mechanic and say, hey, how do I change this tire so I can keep this car? So another thing, I seen what Ace was saying he was saying, oh, he trying to turn you into the side chick now. Everybody can't be a main chick.
Oh shit!
A lot of y'all are C-SPAN, but thinking that you are ESPN. A lot of y'all aren't, like, do you understand, like, the
it's levels.
Do you understand what comes with being somebody everything?
Well, she was the wife, though. She was the wife, and now
she was the wife, and the dude had got her some help. See, y'all be looking at side chicks wrong, because think about it like this.
But she's the side chick now, though.
No, she not. No.
Okay.
He just somebody, hey, listen. Hey, if you had listened to me, this still could have been us. That's him flexing in her face. He brown nosing her. Hey, so listen, the signs was there, and 9 times out of 10, he texting her because he told her to do everything that the new wife, old side chick who got a promotion, is doing. And she dropped the ball. And that's just what it is. She dropped the ball on it.
Yeah, she needs to move on. She gotta. They don't have any kids. That's just insane. They still you allowing that man to text you like, girl, have some self-respect.
So let me ask y'all this question, right? If me and Kelly was married and I was to pass, how long would it take you to grieve? Like, how long would it take you to move on?
I have a husband, so I'll use my husband as an example.
Cool.
Or let's not. Anybody, you,
because I don't even
want to put that in the universe.
Yeah, because that's that's a horrifying thing.
I honestly, it would be years. It would be years. I don't know. I don't handle grief well, so. It'd be some years. I couldn't call it.
What about you, Tukay? How long would it take you to grieve? Or how long would you say that she would take to grieve over if you was to pay?
If my wife would grieve over me?
Yeah.
I give her probably I ain't that good of a guy. Probably 3 to 4 months. I mean, 3 to 4 months, cause it's the first month she gonna recognize all that I was doing that she didn't see.
Right.
The second month she gonna have to realize like, goddamn, but I still got to survive and this shit still get wet. So around about month 3 or 4, I'm looking up at her like, man, you motherfucker. But I understand. Like life do move on. So I give her probably like 4 months. I don't know how fast she gonna really, get serious about somebody, but she's still a woman, a human.
My grandmother never moved on. I think my grandfather passed maybe when my grandmother was in her 60s or something. I know my grandfather passed in 1993, and my grandmother lived to 2002. And it was like that man had just died in 1993 up until 2002. Like he wasn't amazing.
I mean, let's be honest.
Never probably needed to go on some type of antidepressant, if I'm being honest.
Thank you for that $10 super chat. We're gonna read it a little later in the show. But let's be honest though, like because my grandma, she got divorced and she never remarried, but it's because she was old. Like she didn't have a lot of options. You know what I'm saying? So what was she not remarried for love or not remarried because lack thereof? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. My grandma was old too, but I'm like, she grieved him. I'm just saying she grieved my grandfather for a very long time. Now she was old, so her options were limited for sure. But I'm just like, she really missed that man. It was really sad.
T.O., thank you for that. I can't see how much it is right now. Oh, thank you for the $5 super chat. Okay, we just got some breaking news. Mice said they just released the photos of the killer. So
really?
Yeah, so let us go ahead and switch gears to that. And Kels, you present right here. Let me do that for you.
Oh, okay. I can pull up.
Okay. Well. So let me know when you're ready, Kels. Yesterday was one of those crazy days, bro. It was crazy and full of mixed emotions. Y'all know I am entrenched in the black community, of course. Ryan, my timeline might have looked a little different from yours, but I still have like other people who I follow like from opposite areas, and the timelines was night and day. One of them was compassionate, one of them was distasteful.
Not compassionate.
Distasteful. Mm-hmm. And I really didn't understand it. All I could remember all I could see in Charlie Kirk was kind of myself. Because I am a person with an opinion, and people might not like it. Do I deserve death? Like I supposed to did a show yesterday because like it kind of sent me into like deep thought to the point where I didn't even want to express myself yesterday. So I'm gonna let Kels present this topic here. Then we gonna get into like a little deeper discussion because I think y'all don't understand what happened yesterday. I'm gonna give you a different way to look at it. Let's get into it, Kels.
Okay, I shared my screen. All right, and this clip is actually safe. It doesn't show, the life ending.
Too many. Do you know how many transgender Americans have been mass shooters over the last 10 years? Too many.
Five.
Okay, now 5 is a lot, right? I'm gonna give you some credit. Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years? Counting or not counting gang violence? Great.
So they don't, of course, they didn't show the part, which was really good. I'm glad because I didn't want to show that because it was very, very traumatic, very disturbing.
Yes.
So as we know, he had passed and it was very gruesome and, the whole bit. And right now, for me, I'm going to be honest. And I said this yesterday and when I was streaming with Mika, I am a conservative. I personally was not a fan of Charlie Kirk. I think some things that he said were, in my opinion, racist. This is my opinion. And I'm going to show a clip or two. Now, my opinion is no one deserves to die the way this man died. It was very, very, if you saw that for the clip, the front footage clip of it going in his throat and the blood and in his head tilted, it was very, very disturbing, very traumatic. His children were there to see it. It was really awful. For me, the only group of people I could see that I wouldn't have any compassion for that died like that is pedophiles for me, is PDF files. And that's something I have to pray on because, it's still evil. You know what I mean? Like it's still, and that's, like I said, I just know that's something I have to pray on to get past that level of distaste or whatever. But I did see what some things people were saying, like you were saying, Tukay. And for me, I think people don't realize this is not good for America. It's not good for the country. I'm not a fan of Destiny. I wouldn't wish that on Destiny. If Destiny is what is it, liberal or Democrat? He's a Democrat, kind of the Democrat similar to Charlie Kirk, what Charlie Kirk does. That would be bad because a lot of people still follow Destiny. They listen to what he has to say. It will cause the country to be, it will cause upheaval in the country. And then we also had that terrible mass shooting in Colorado. So for me, I'm like, at the end of the day, even if you didn't care for the person, it still is a human being. And it's for you to take any type of joy in it. It's just not good. It's just not good for America. And we're all in this country together. Now, what 2K was saying I'm going to show a clip or two, and I'm doing this strictly from the lens of showing why some people relished in this. I'm not trying to diminish this man's legacy or anything like that. I'm just giving a little bit of context. So I don't want people coming for me and saying, oh, Kelly, you shouldn't be doing that, blah, 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 blah. And I'm not even going to show too much. But there were some things that he said that needs to be, I think we can speak on, and we're all mature here.
Kels, can you, try to pull it up. I'm not seeing your screen right now.
Okay, I'm gonna share. No, I had removed it. I'm gonna share it right now. Okay, let me see, y'all. I got so much.
Okay,
so many clips. Okay, here it is. Here's one clip.
I'm not sure.
What percentage of blacks have a father around when they're raised?
I'm not sure.
20%.
So
80% of blacks do not have a stable father around. It is the most predictable way to end up in prison, end up as a or a criminal. It's not a racism problem. It's not a white supremacy problem. It's a fact that black fathers impregnate women and they don't stay around with the women that they have impregnated.
Charlie Kirk.
That stat is not accurate, but I'm gonna let it finish.
Do you think that that happens more in the black community compared to others?
It's threefold. Number one, we subsidize single motherhood. Number two, it's culture. It's accepted in the black community, and it
so
shouldn't
it's
be.
culture. Okay.
Don't take my
I
word
see.
for it. Read Thomas Sowell's own book on how black culture allows single motherhood to continue into a nanny state type practice. 75% of black youth are raised out of father in the home.
See, and even in this very clip, he's changed it. It went from 80% to 75%, and neither one is an accurate statistic. Neither one is, because I've looked this up. It's I think it's 47%. So, and if you look at statistics where it's black fathers that are active in their kids' lives, well, black men are actually the highest. You know, if you look the state statistic up. Now, if you want to look at it from the perspective as marriage, you know, as far as two-parent household, both and the father living in the house, it's still not 20%. And some people may have the perspective that he's right, because that's all they see. But then you have people like me who grew up upper middle class black family. My father was in the household. Everybody I knew that was black where I lived had the father in the household, married to their mother. You know, so certain things like that he would say, and I'm going to show another clip. And again, I'm not trying to throw salt on this man's name whatsoever, but I want to give a little bit of perspective. Okay, so here's another clip.
I don't see a screen.
I don't see it.
That's not true either.
Kel, we don't see it.
We can't see it right
hold
now.
hold on. My bad. Hold on. Sorry about that. Okay, share screen. Okay, tell me if you can see it.
Yeah, what's up?
Okay.
Black Americans are about 13 to 14% of the population.
Yes,
about half of all prisoners are black.
Exactly.
So blacks commit more crimes than whites do. They commit more murders, they commit more arsons, they commit more kidnappings. For example, blacks are 13% of the population and they commit 58% of all the murders.
Okay, let's talk about it. These are obviously racist claims, but I will respond to them as if Charlie Kirk were a reasonable person.
Black Americans are about 13 to 14% of the population.
Yes,
about half of all prisoners are black.
Wrong. Just 38% of America's prison population is black. That's according to the U.S. government. But it makes you wonder why Charlie feels the need to add an additional 12% to the black prison population. Could it be because his bigoted talking points only work if he exaggerates them? If Charlie were actually looking for the race,
I'm not going to get too much into what he's saying, but he is correct. Those stats are not true. And there's another part of the conversation that is left out, which is black people also make up 50% of exonerations. You know, so that, you know, it's a nuanced conversation. Now, there's one more clip I am going to show, which I did just to give a little background on this. Do I have it? I can't find it, but he did say that, oh, maybe this is it. Yeah, I think this is.
You're selfish sociopath. I just said she's probably the greatest.
Oh no, this is. Let me fast forward.
I think we get it, Kel.
And we know he's not very smart. LeBron.
Okay. So it's been some other things, you know. He said because he would talk a lot about DEI, and he would say that he said that with DEI, if he would see a black pilot, he would have concern. And the whole DEI thing used to irritate me because black people didn't even really benefit from DEI. So but again, I don't want to get all into that because the man is dead and in the ground, and I do have sympathy. But some things he would say pertaining to black people were not accurate. That's just the facts of the matter. They weren't accurate. I have an opinion as to why he would do this, and I don't want to talk about it. But that's, giving background on this. And again, I don't want to, because the man is dead, But for me, I just feel like this is a plot. My opinion is the people that are responsible for his unalivement, his death, want to divide. They want the races, the people, the groups, whatever, to feud and to separate this country. And I think people are taking the bait. I guess the question is are they justified in feeling joy in this man's death? Was that the question I sent you, Tukay? I'm not sure.
Nah, the question was.
Oh no, I said is America
heartless?
Is America heartless? Is America heartless? Do you think people's feelings are justified, or do you think that it's It's not justified.
I don't think that. Okay, so honestly, bro, I got a real deep problem with this shit, and it's pissing me off. I'm not gonna lie, it's really pissing me off because what Charlie Kirk did versus what Charlie Kirk said, it should be what we looking at. Okay, all of us have opinions, and what happened yesterday was intrusion on our First Amendment, which is freedom of speech, which is all of us right now are using it right now. Yes. So when I see people get mad and say, "Oh, he deserved to die for his opinion," then at what point do you deserve to die for yours? And by you celebrating and saying, "Hey, it's okay to kill him because I didn't like what he said," when will people be able to celebrate the death of you when they don't like what you say? And that's the slippery slope. See, I see, and I hate to bring up religion, but I hate to bring it up. But the people who worship Christ were the main advocates of and fist pumping and celebrating his death, which also fucked me up because I supposed to be the one that ain't got nothing to lose. I supposed to be the one who ha-ha at her death, but I'm the one with the compassion. You got a whole book that's where a man died for your sins and you praise him every Sunday. But when somebody else die, you cheer for it. Like, I don't understand the logic. So
see, and I didn't see that. I see a lot of people that didn't believe in religion at all.
No, I'm telling you, it was across the board.
I believe you. I believe you. I don't. Yeah, I believe you.
No. So it was one girl who was pulling up them same videos that you were putting up. She was like, "Tukay, how can you say rest in peace?" And he said this. Okay, he can say whatever he want to. I can't have compassion because somebody got killed and his daughter watched him die in a tent. I don't think
that's
nobody
not Christ-like though.
That's
not Christian.
That's it's evil, it's demonic, it's everything that I stand against. And to be honest, like I'm not no Charlie Kirk fan by far, but he had some truth in what he was saying. He might have had the numbers wrong. We could argue about the number shit because I think just numbers are just skewed across the board. Just like the black dude who you pulled up, I don't think his number's accurate, just like I don't think Charlie Kirk's number are accurate. I just think we just go get numbers that support whatever the fuck we saying, and you can with every single thing on the World Wide Web.
The thing that I had with,
you mind if I
go ahead, Ryan.
Sorry. Yeah, I can, I guess you know, I'm sure there are going to be obvious claims that can be verified and stuff. I think the things that I think, like you touched on this with the DEI stuff. He said that comment has come up a lot of times. I heard a clip of him just like back to thing in a bunch of different contexts. He also, and you know, I'm saying this to justify anything. I don't agree with. Absolutely condemn any attack.
Hey Ryan,
I don't think it.
Hey Ryan, can you
to people who?
Ryan, can you go back out and come back in?
I don't
bro?
think it would be good even if it did. But sorry, yeah.
Can you go back out?
Yeah, I think you went dark.
Yeah, you went dark.
And I want you to come back. This was my beef with certain things he said. For me, it was okay. You're focusing on black people.
There you go.
Why are you not talking about all the degeneracy white people?
It don't matter if he was focusing on purple people. That still isn't means to die.
I agree with you.
He could have spent his whole life spreading propaganda that still don't mean that you should die and that people should celebrate it. It don't mean it.
I agree.
You guys can hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead, Ryan. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I 100% agree. Like all the stuff he said, disgusting as it may be, does not justify this at all. I think there's two separate like conversations that are happening where it's like there are people who are saying that it's a good thing it happened because of those things he said, and I think there's a lot of people who just honestly they don't have they're kind of like out of compassion for people who advocate for the things he advocates for and say the things that he says. And that's why I was digging into the black pilot thing that he said. He said that comment like a bunch of times.
Yeah.
And he also blamed, in the wake of the Texas flood, he blamed the black fire chief for the deaths of those young girls.
Right.
And that, like, that was just truly like a disgusting thing to say. And again, it does not justify what happened to him. But like, I think that we have to understand, like, that people are going to have less sympathy for someone who is this is their whole career, right? This is what they make their career doing. It's harder to feel sad when you hear him say those things and you're like, wow, that's a really disgusting thing to say. Like, that's, I don't know, it's exhausting, right?
Right. Because black people been pilots since the friggin' goddamn, at least World War II. My grandfather was Tuskegee Airman. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was no DEI then. DEI, we know majority didn't benefit us. So thank you. Yes, Ryan. And again, I'm not trying to harp on what the man said, but that is a point.
Okay.
That is a point.
So
but I'm with you, Tukay. But I'm with you. The man got the right to spew whatever you want to say. He don't deserve to die. But that. And the way he went.
But see, these one total DC. Okay, I've been preaching for the last month about one word. Thank you for that super chat to you. I've been preaching one word: understanding. His takes aren't nonsensical. If you have understanding, you can get what he's saying without being offended. Example: let's go to the flight. If we know we got a DEI program, now he used black people to get the engagement. He rage baited a lot of his greatest conversations. I get that. I understand what you saying, Kels. But if you break down what he's saying with understanding, then you will understand it too. Because when he say, no, hold on, wait, let me talk. You will understand it too. So listen, if he's saying, okay, we got a program right here that people who are not qualified get a job, and he used that for example, I understand what he's saying. I don't agree with the people who put in place for the example, but I understand.
I don't understand why someone is using a group of people that least amount benefit. You could use white women. Okay,
how come you don't understand it?
I do understand it. My understanding.
You just said you didn't understand it.
You're being because it's racist. You're using a group of people that do not benefit from something as basically as a way to get, in my opinion, to get certain racist white people to think that black people are the problem with this DEI stuff, and we're not. 6% of DEI hires went to black people. Yet every time this man talked about DEI, he was talking about black people.
Yes.
You could talk about gay people. You could talk about white women. You could talk about disabled people. There are other groups that primarily benefited from DEI, but why? And you know that. He knew this. He knew this. He knew if you're thinking anytime you see a black pilot, you got to worry about him being a DEI hire, when you know black people have been pilots long before there ever was a DEI to begin with. Why would and again, when black people are the 6% of the jobs the DEI jobs go to black people, why even say black? Why even use black women? Black men, a black person, you could have used a woman. You could have used another group. So that's where the issue comes from. You're using a group of people that already got some stuff going on, that already, you know what I mean? You're using a group of people to further push your agenda or your narrative, whatever, and you don't have to.
But understanding,
and there's
okay, you got it.
Okay. There's an additional layer of the DEI stuff, which is at least in its goals. And I'm not sure like how often this is overridden by like the actual policies, but like DEI is general. I've never heard of a DEI policy that allowed unqualified people to get into a job, like a position in a job. Like that just doesn't seem to be how any of these programs are managed. It seems to be that they are making sure that people have the opportunity. It's the equity of opportunity of outcome. Right. So they have the opportunity to apply for these jobs. And if they are qualified, then they might be selected over an equally qualified white person.
Well, I do know these jobs. Now, Ryan, I ain't for to sit here and kick it like I don't know what DEI has happened, just like he spoke about it, but not black people. Anytime you got a lot of women police officers, okay? Those are basically DEI hires because the toughest woman can't do what the sorriest man can do as a police officer. I just seen a video where it was two women trying to restrain one man. This man was laughing at their ass and throwing them on the ground. That's a DEI hire because we need a certain amount of women on the police force so the numbers can show with the quota. That's a DEI hire, right?
Potentially, but I mean, like when we say there's two female officers struggling to pull someone down, I can also imagine like two like fat white officer dudes like struggling to take some guy down as well. Like I don't know, I understand what you're saying, but there are like as long as if they meet whatever the qualifications are for that job, then and maybe they are lowering the bar.
See,
we
there you
can
go.
argue
You
about
said
we
it.
can argue about. We
There
can
you
argue
go.
about whether they're lowering the bar or not. I don't know like specifically for police departments whether they are, but like. If they are meeting the qualifications, then I just don't see as much of a problem with it. Like
See,
there's still going to be circumstances where they're going to run into more problems, like no doubt.
So when I was in the military, I was in my last year in the military, they were starting to integrate women into combat MOSs. So they had them to do PT with us, and we used to have our physical training tests together. Well, they couldn't do what we do, so what they did was they lowered the bar dramatically, where I have to run in 2 miles in 13 minutes, they had 21 minutes. So because they needed women in these specific jobs, DEI. That's all that was. So I get what Kel's saying. He used black people, and my understanding for using a black person is to create the outrage, which was wrong, get the word out, which was wrong. So I get just from an understanding point of view, but I still wouldn't condone and clap for his death when he has meant no harm to no one.
Well, I'm not going to say he didn't mean harm, but at the end of the day, he's a man. He's a man. He's a father. He has the right to speak. Those colleges allowed him to go speak and share his message. I always thought it was weird that he spoke at these colleges and these colleges invited him, and he always would say it's stupid to go to college. I was like, I don't know why they'd allow that.
But I
that was them to allow that.
No, I told you what the colleges was for.
I know, Tukay, but I'm just saying if I'm the dean of a college, I don't want somebody that's gonna basically trying to encourage enrollment to decrease. I got a school I want money. I have a business
money, yes,
to make money. That's all colleges are. Colleges in general, they're businesses. Yes. But at the end of the day, this is my point. They chose to allow the man to come there and speak, and it was his freedom of speech, to do that. So I'm with you there. And to see people rejoicing again, it's a human being, even if you don't like the guy. What people are not grasping is that this is bad for the country, because whether you like him or not, he's a powerful figure, in America. Just like I'm not too keen on Destiny. Destiny's a powerful figure, or David Packman, or Don Lemon, blah, 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 blah. I would never in a million, the way that bullet went in that man's throat, oh my gosh, But I agree with you, Tukay. He has, at what point, are they going to think it's okay for me to be? And I'm sure a lot of people wouldn't care if I died because I supported our president.
Listen, I'm compassionate. I'm compassionate about the death of him, but I'm sad about the death of freedom of speech. And y'all don't understand how these people are a deep state of people look at these things. Cause one sec, hey, we can kill this dude, and y'all ain't outraged. Oh, that means we could do it again. That's just like that's why when we go to war, we can't just go to war because we think somebody wrong. We have to get the people on our side morally.
Yes.
And then go to war. So by y'all being in agreement with the murder of somebody because you didn't like their speech, it's only a matter of time before your favorite speaker suffer from this, and the other side rejoice. And now the dudes have the statistics to say, okay, y'all, it's gonna be okay. We can make it if we kill this leader and we can kill that leader. By y'all applauding, y'all are giving them okay to get your favorite leader killed next.
I agree.
On that note, I think an interesting thing is, this was obviously a major news story. I think it feels like this was kind of more of a. I mean, I guess for various reasons, this might be understandable, but this was a bigger story than the Minnesota lawmakers who were murdered and attempted murder just like a month ago.
Two Minnesota Minnesota lawmakers were killed. And I want to say, wasn't it who was a conservative that killed him, or Republican? What was? I don't know the specifics.
I believe the guy was Republican. I don't know if that's been like he had like a list of Democrat officials he was going after.
I do know. Yes, it was two Democrats. You're right. Just yesterday, it was a mass shooting. You're right. You're right.
And I mean, this is my, I'm the anti-Trump guy here, but like the flags were not lowered to half-mast or whatever after those. Like he did that for Charlie Kirk, who's friends with his son. He did not do that for the Minnesota lawmakers. He didn't call Tim Walz governor there. He also didn't mention them when he was listing off all the radical left violence, as he called it. We don't even know who did this yet.
And he should have.
I think
I'm a Trumper. He far as, because at the end of the day, those were two lawmakers that people elected, and they should have went half-mast. I call it out.
This one right here is bigger optically, okay? Because this wasn't about the death of Charlie Kirk. The flags are half-mast because the death of freedom of speech. That's what died yesterday. I seen 50 Cent tweeted this yesterday. I don't know on how I feel about this, but I just feel like this is the time to shut the fuck up.
I saw that.
That's what's going on. Kenny was on live this morning crashing out about y'all just need to shut up. Y'all don't see how some of your favorite leaders feel the need to just shut the fuck up now. That's dangerous.
This is what I think. I think, and I'm not going to go all conspiracy theory crazy, but I think this is a terrible thing that happened. But if you think the powers that be are not going to use this to their advantage and politicize and whoop, you got another thing coming. Because these people, and when I say these people, I'm talking about nefarious people. Nefarious people, they don't want Trump supporter Kelly, leftist Ryan having a conversation. They don't want that. Yeah. They want Ryan to be mad at Kelly to be mad at Ryan, Tukay to be mad at Drip. That's what they want. They want division. I'm not taking the bait. But that's so I hear what you're saying, Tukay, but as far as to you, the flags was half-mast because of the death of freedom of speech. And I'm not even going to pick on Trump. I'm just saying, I think some people they're using this to do harm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I actually wrote down a few quotes that speak directly to that. That I picked up on like shortly before the show. I know Libs of TikTok posted all in caps on Twitter, "This is war."
And I don't like that. I don't like that
neither.
I don't, because that account tries to race bait people. They say certain things about Black people again. And the media does it. Y'all know this. And relax, Black. We're gonna get to the super chats. The media does it. Libs of TikTok is media.
Okay,
it's media. What's the other one? These certain accounts, they post that Ukrainian woman, that poor Ukrainian woman that died, and going to say no Black people. 2 minutes went by and no Black people helped her. Oh, look at all these Black people, they didn't help. Well, number one, they probably didn't even notice the girl had got shot, they got stabbed, and they did help, but they purposely did not show the Black man that took his shirt off to try to stop the bleeding, and the white girl that was next to the Black guy trying to help that girl. So yes, I'm with you. Go ahead, read these super chats for Black Go Crazy.
Man, we ain't got to do nothing, man. We can read them when we get to them.
Okay.
All right, but if you want to read them now, you let go ahead and do it.
Do you mind if I actually read like one more quote?
Absolutely.
I mean, there's
yes,
a few.
go ahead, and I'll
that gives me time. One of them's really quick. Elon Musk tweeted, if they won't leave us in peace, then our choice is to fight or die. I don't know who they are there or us is there or our choice. Like,
The
I don't know
liberals.
who he's referring. Yeah, well, yeah.
Liberals.
That's
I'ma
the
say it.
implication.
Liberals.
Yeah, for sure. And then there was another video of a guy who I've heard he's a pardoned January 6er, but I don't know if that's 100% true, so I'm not going to assert that. But his exact quote in the video, and you guys might have seen this, but he says, "This video is for the fucking liberals. It's war, motherfuckers. We're coming for you. We're coming for you. And spare me your self-righteous bullshit lectures. I don't give a fuck. We're coming for you." Like, when we talk about chilling speech, like, these guys are insane. And I'm a liberal guy, or a little bit left liberal, but I speak my opinions online. I fight with conservatives, and I have amicable conversations with conservatives as well. Like, I'm a little nervous about, like, in the future, if I could go to events and stuff. Like, I don't know that I would right now.
I don't blame you. We gonna come back to that. I don't blame you. So we got a $10.99 super chat from Shanika. Shanika writes, "Show love to the DPMO family and add some color to the chat." And she puts a lot of hearts and hashtag Drip Nation and the little drip emoji. Thank you, Shanika. I'm sorry, look, I can't even read. We got a $5 super chat from T.O. T.O. writes, "We know most women today, when they leave, they've already done grieving and moved on. LOL."
Fact.
Thank you for the $5 super chat, T.O. We have a $10 super chat from T.O. T.O. writes, "Y'all hear about the 13-year-old here in Washington State who publicly made statements online about his fascination with previous mass shootings, was caught with 23 guns in his home and a lot of ammunition?" No, and I will be researching that. That's crazy. How do you, as a 13-year-old, even get that much money to buy 23 guns? That's kind of crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah. And then we got another $5 super chat from T.O. Thank you so much for your continued generosity, T.O. T.O. writes, they're talking crazy because they disagreed with him. People are sick. SMH. Agree. I think that's all for the super chats.
Okay, wait. Black called in. Let's see what Black got to say.
Okay.
Cause he over here passenger seat driving, bro. We got the Florida show.
Somebody doesn't do that when they're
yes,
out there.
Black.
Leave a message.
Okay, you say leave a message. We gonna go ahead.
Well, we tried.
Yeah, bro. We not ready because we got there, Black, bro. That's like me calling in when I ain't here trying to run the show.
Oh yes, we got to drop the guest links. Yes, thank you, Taisha. Let me put in Drips and
okay,
Ryan's.
So let's switch gears for this last one. I don't think we're gonna get to the other topics, and that's cool, bro. Because the Florida show probably it ain't warranted today for that. I have agreed the back and forth dialogue between all of us thus far, and appreciate y'all for being professional, not emotional, and being able to have a balanced and sturdy conversation that all of us can appreciate. Because a lot of people can't. Okay. Yeah. So
sorry, we're moving on from the Charlie thing. Do you mind
absolutely.
If I say one more?
You got something you want to add to it?
Yeah, I guess I mean, I want to be 100% clear that I don't endorse any of this. There was I personally I don't condemn people who don't feel a lot of empathy for Charlie Kirk because of his history and his advocacy that would probably take rights away from a lot of people. But one of the things that he's quoted saying is there's this quote where he's condemning empathy, and he's saying that, like, I think empathy is like a new age word that doesn't that shouldn't be used or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of how Charlie Kirk feels about empathy, the statement that I've been kind of repeating over and over since yesterday is like, Charlie Kirk wasn't able to take my empathy in life, and he's not going to take my empathy in death. Like, I will maintain having empathy for him and his family, even if I'm not sure that would be reciprocated. But that's just me. That's where I fall on it. And again, I think it's a awful thing. I think there is going to be a law crackdown. I think like Trump mentioned yesterday in his speech, he's going out. They want to go after these radical left organizations or whatever, as they put it. Basically, any institutions that are challenging him are going to face the wrath of this. So I think it's a very scary time.
Yeah.
And
empathy is one of my.
Say this. Oh, go ahead, Tukay.
Empathy is one of my big words. The ability to understand and share the feelings of another. Okay, don't have to agree, don't have to like, don't have to dislike. The ability to understand is why the word empathy is a very, 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 very important word in my vocabulary, and not sympathy.
And I will say this: anybody you want to use this for gun, whatever. If 1 million people get shot tomorrow, you got to take the guns out of this household. You got to pry them from my cold, dead fingers. I don't care. You're not taking my friggin' guns. It's not rocking over here, because that's what they trying to push. They trying to say, oh, this guy was pro too.
Yeah.
Charlie Kirk would want me to have 20 more guns. So yeah, I don't care nothing about what y'all saying with that. Nope.
Y'all don't understand. Like pro-gun is super important. You in Texas, bro?
Yeah, Houston. Mm-hmm.
Okay, man, Daddy. Now, having a gun is super, super, super important. If we don't have guns, our government will do whatever they fucking want to with us.
Exactly. And
telling you
criminals
this.
don't follow the law.
Yeah.
So, and this was one thing me and Ryan agreed on. Ryan said, what would you say, Ryan? If we have guns, we have to accept that we will have mass shootings. I said, it is what it is. It is what it is, because the criminals don't follow the laws.
People have been throwing this quote of Charlie Kirk's, and I actually don't like that people are using this quote, because I know think it quote. Is like what he's saying about like a country that has a lot of guns, and I think we're not going to not have a lot of guns in this country anytime soon, for better or for worse. I don't advocate for particularly like major gun control myself. I think like what we were discussing there is like we have to accept that there is going to be gun violence. In a country that has a lot of guns, and that's going to be interpersonal as well as people taking their own lives with guns. There's going to be gun accidents. These things are going to happen, and I was surprised. I remember there being a lot of resistance. People were like pushing back at us for kind of asserting that, but that is the reality. Like whether you're pro-gun or anti-gun, like you have to acknowledge that.
It was fatty because he in a country where they don't have guns, and everybody, the left and the right, Tukay, I think you'd appreciate it.
I think Fatty was agreeing with us though that like we have to. Fatty was agreeing with us that we have or there will be that violence, right?
We have to, because why you'll have to prime for my cold dead hands is because I don't have a problem with folks that work for the government, whatever government I'm not even anti-government, but I don't want people in power having guns. All the guns, and I don't have them. No, that ain't rocking over here. Nope. That's no.
Yeah, that real, bro. Because you can rest assured the bad people got the guns. You don't want to be the good people without them. I promise you.
Oh shit!
And I hate guns. I hate guns. But even I got one because the bad people had it. So we're gonna have to play. We're gonna have to be on fair playing ground. But let's go ahead and
criminals don't follow the laws. Yes.
Let's go ahead and get into this last top. It would have been presented to us by Black, but he ain't here. That's why you see the little empty thing up here. But let's get into it. Okay, my fault. Let's go hit this.
Beyonce's family. I'll go first. My first rule is there's no more inviting him to family functions, baby showers, anything like that. He's out. Not only is he terrible at RSVPing and he's probably going to forget, he also doesn't ask any questions. He never knows what to wear. He never knows where the location is or what time or anything until literally the day before or the day of. And I see the issue. So as the woman of his life, I would just rather get the information and relay it to him.
Yeah, I do suck at asking follow-up questions about anything. I just said, okay, we'll be there. All right, my rule for your family is, please do not touch none of my stuff. Like, if it's around the crib and you just happen to touch it, all right, cool. But just don't be meddling and going through my stuff. I hate when it's not in the place where I put it. No, that's how y'all get down with each other, but that's not how I get down. I'm cool.
Okay, next. My fiance, and this might ruffle a few feathers, cannot be the man of your house and mine. I know he's very generous. He'll do anything for anyone, and he loves his whole entire family. However, he'd be burnt out, and it's my job to protect his peace as well. So, my rule is for some people to just lower it down just a little bit, okay? Just a little for his mental health.
All right, my next rule kind of piggybacks off hers. Y'all know my Fifi is very nice and kind-hearted. She is not no Uber service. She is not no pickup service. She cannot pick you up. She cannot drop you off. She can do it when she feels like it, when she wants to be kind. But yeah, it's finna be cut off. All that's finna be cut off. She can't pick up the food from the store and none of that. Oh yeah, and Sundays it's her rest and relaxation day. Please do not ask her to do nothing on that day at all. You can contact me if you need anything. Contact me.
You gonna let me know though?
No.
Cheers.
Okay.
I'm giving my fiance's family.
Okay, so do y'all agree with these set of rules presented to each other family by each other? Like, I know they sound crazy, but it's a set of rules. It's like me giving my mother-in-law rules about her daughter. How do y'all feel about these rules? Goddamn it, they go to Ryan first, because you just a Caucasian guest on the show. Fuck it.
Yeah, no
Are
problem.
you Caucasian,
Tokenizing me right now.
Are you
Yeah,
Caucasian?
basically, I'm kind of a mutt, I guess. I don't know. I'm like, I have some Native American in me, so I tan really well, but like, it's not.
I've mistaken Hispanic people for white before.
Nah,
That's
he
why.
ain't none Hispanic.
no,
He not Hispanic.
I don't know. It seems like it seems like they have. It sounds like these are like specific stories. There's like a story behind each one of those, right? It sounds like each thing is like something that's been happening in their lives, and it sounds like they're collectively building up boundaries that they want to have with their extended families. And I don't know. It sounds that none of them seem like particularly crazy boundaries. They seems like they've thought quite a bit about them. Seems like they're presenting them in a fair way. I don't know. I think it's kind of cute, to be honest.
You think it's kind of cute? I kind of hate the idea of all of this, because what you are makes you what you ain't. And if this is the person that it's been because this is the stuff that you've been doing. If my mama called me and say, "Hey, mom," and she need me to be the man of the house, then, and I've been the man of the house, and that been what made me, that been my makeup, that been my DNA, then you, because I have a wife, you shouldn't change that, because it kind of takes away from who I am and what you liked about me in the first place. I hate the idea of it, because I don't know if both of them know what they're doing, but both of them are isolating them away from both of their families. And it's looking dangerous. I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there.
Go ahead,
You gotta
Drip.
draw the line somewhere. You gotta draw the line somewhere. They kind of got like an open thing going on. So, yeah, I don't know. That sounds a little weird, because she say her ex is very giving, or you know, he likes his family and all. So I mean, he got ex. Yeah, this is a bunch of hoorah. Yeah. It's a big clusterfuck, really on the cool. Like, I think anybody that got access to the other people like that, and it's just really gonna be a shit show, because it ain't gonna never be right. Like you said, like they isolating each other from.
It's like I'm personally putting my insecurity on you and your family that I don't want violated, and calling it a boundary.
Right.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Do you think all of them are that? Like, which one are you thinking? Some specific ones? Because I might agree with some of them, but like I don't like the idea, like, oh, like I don't want, like your family might be used to like grabbing things around the house. I just like, it makes me uncomfortable. I think that's a reasonable thing.
Yeah, I think that's valid. Yeah.
But as a man, bro, we don't like our shit to be messed with no way. So why are they even around my stuff if it's personal? They shouldn't even be in our room like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they shouldn't be nowhere past his hallway type shit. You feel me?
That's what I'm saying. It sounds like there's stories behind these, right? It sounds like they've been coming over and they've been like grabbing stuff, and he's like, look, like leave my shit alone, kind of thing. And again, it also sounds like they've like talked, like I just get the feeling that they've talked about these things between them, which is why I'm not quite as like if they were just like bringing these up out of nowhere and like introducing them to each other in real time, then I might see issues with it, like you said, the man of the house stuff. Like, sure, if he has like that relationship with his family, he's like, I want to be there for you as well as my mother and stuff.
Yeah.
But if he is like, yeah, I'm kind of worn out, I'm trying to help you and I'm trying to help them, and like I need a break, I gotta be a husband. Like
that break will be given.
I think it's a reasonable boundary.
I'll let you know about that break. If that's like my wife, she cooked for her daddy, right? And I want her to only cook for me now, because it's all about me. But goddamn me, like she always been cooking for her dad. I shouldn't be able to take that away because she loved me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it.
Yeah.
That's not love. Like
that's selfish.
Yeah, and I see a lot of points. I appreciate that. The drip, goddamn, the drip you want here.
Oh shit! Oh, shit.
Thank you, brother.
Gotta support.
Thank you, man. That's kind of where marriage stopped becoming a coordinated dance, and then it started becoming choreography. And you should never stop the freedom of somebody, the ability for them to dance. Like like that's when the marriage become a TikTok dance. We got to do everything the same way, and then it becomes unauthentic.
Okay, so 2K, let me ask you this: do you think by them setting all them boundaries and all that extra shit, do you think that's like setting themselves up for failure?
Absolutely,
there's a lot of shit going on. Okay.
Absolutely, bro.
First of all, a mother-in-law, you tell them not to do something, they're gonna do. My mother come in my house. She moving the pillows on the couch, whatever. She like to straighten up. And that's my mom. She been doing it since I was a child, and she not about to stop. And I let her rock out because I also know my mother, I'm going to need my mom. You know, at some point I'm going to need, like, I've needed her. So let me just let her move the stuff around, move the pillows how she want to move. And when she leave, I put them back because at one point she's going to help me, and it was going to be, I'm sure, sooner than later. Like, you can't, all these rules, that's gonna fall by the wayside.
I was talking to my wife the other day, like she was having like a disagreement with her mom. So I was like, hey, she of older age, just let her have it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Just let her have it. And when you get done talking to her, hey, get back to what you was doing. Like everything, like sometimes, hey, come on, that's just how they is. They stuck in their ways already. We still got the ability to adjust, and you just hope for that same leniency from your kids when you stuck in your ways at your older age. Mm-hmm. And it's just how it go. It's not right, but this is how it go. You want to keep the peace, you want to keep the love. Hey, it's gonna be some compromises. And
it's just not that deep. Like
it ain't that deep. Yeah, like oh no, I'm setting the boundary. Don't touch my boots when you come over to the house. And your mama, she just like to put the boots this way. Yeah, this ain't hurt nobody.
Mm-hmm. I move that remote.
I think that's fair.
Stay right there.
What you was saying, Ryan?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I just based on that brief interaction I saw of them, I get the feeling that like if they try to enforce these boundaries and then like they find that like, oh, this is like producing more conflict like between the families, I feel like they would like make certain compromises like what you described, like yeah, my mom likes to fix the pillows and stuff like that does seem like a reasonable thing. So there might be they might have to like adjust where the boundary is, and like make it more granular, like find like a more specific, like, oh, these are the specific things that I really just don't want them touching. It's not like they can't touch anything in the house, but like these, like my stuff over here, like I don't want, like that's really particular to me.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's like, but they just seem like a couple of it. And like you were saying, like if they are enforcing these on each other, it feels like they've had these conversations, but if they haven't, and if they are like pushing these on each other that's where there's going to be conflict definitely between them.
And they look really young. Like younger people tend to be very idealistic and think things are gonna go away. Their parents is not gonna do it.
No doubt. Yeah.
Like
they are a cute couple though.
Hold on, here go Spaces calling in right now. Spaces, what it do, bro?
Yo, what's good?
What's up with it, man?
Yo, I gotta disagree with y'all, man. One of the reasons why a lot of relationships fail is because people don't draw the line with how far they allow the parents to interfere with the relationship. Because a lot of times a parent, I'm sure we've all heard this. I'm trying not to make it a man versus woman thing, but a mother, let's just say that a mother will be like, you should do this, you should do this, you should do this, and even though you love your mother and she doesn't know where to draw the boundaries, that eventually that stuff will start leaking into how you react and how you handle situations. And then on top of that, at the beginning of the video, they said, this is what you can't do with my husband, or this is what you can't do with my wife. But at the end of the video, which is where I stand, they said, can you draw it back a little bit? And that's where I am. I think there's a balance in the middle ground with most things, right? So that to 2K, the example you use, if she used to cooking for her daddy, then why should you interfere with that? Well, what if she's cooking for her daddy 7 days a week?
I mean that's who
Now
she that's who she been.
that's putting the strain.
See, this is why I say what I said at the top. That if that's always who made her who she was, and I take that away from her, that might throw off the balance. So she always been cooking for her daddy, and that's who got her to me safely. I'm cool with that. I respect what it took. I respect the process, bro.
The whole point to me, maybe I'm mistaken, but the whole point in a mother is still instilling certain values in a woman, and a father instilling certain values in his son,
Right.
is so they can pass those values into their marriage. They can practice those values into their marriage.
Right.
So, and the establishment of the household is God, man, woman, kids, not God, woman, father, son, mother, none of that stuff. No, you're supposed to have those values instilled in you so you can have a successful marriage. And the parents should be understanding in the fact that, I got to step back.
Now, I'm not saying
Because
that
if you try to interfere with,
I'm not saying that the father should go where that the husband should go without because of the father. I'm saying if she can do both, like that man can go to the house and fix something on the couch and then come back to his house and still be the man of it, then it shouldn't be a problem.
Right, and I'm not taking that away.
It's not going to happen. And it's not like, I hear what you're saying, Spaces, as far as the order or whatever. That's just not realistic. This is not going to happen. Like,
So you're saying what God established?
I'm saying
sorry, go
if
ahead.
somebody's, I'm saying if somebody is, I hear what you're saying with the order or whatever, but if, just this example, 2K's wife normally cooks for her father, even if it's 7 days a week, she probably gonna keep doing it. Like she's probably like it's because it's not hurting anything. Even if 2K don't like it, it just is what it is. Like I'm not.
It is what it is because that's what it's always been.
Yeah, so some stuff is just people they may want their partner to change or whatever, but people still gonna be loyal to their family. That's just how it is.
Then this sounds like there's no point in getting married then, because you're supposed to be beholden to the person that you married,
and you are,
right?
So you are.
If that's the case,
get married.
But listen,
people don't have to.
So check this out. So listen, bro, I'm in a full blown marriage, right? If my mama called me and say I need this and I got it, she gonna get it.
Right.
That's just what it is. Like, my marriage won't.
The argument you're gonna lose, 2K.
It's an argument that I'm gonna lose, but she's still gonna get it.
Right.
Right.
And so why even argue about something that I'm gonna do anyway? Like, why even tell my girl she can't cook for her daddy when it's something that she gonna do anyway?
Right. And the angle I'm coming from is, if it's cool if it happens. I'm not saying don't help your parents. I'm not saying don't help your family. I'm saying if it becomes a certain point to where it's interfering with your household and in your marriage, you're just going to keep accepting it for the rest of your life? Or do you say, all right, this is causing friction in our marriage and something needs to change?
Bro, I think that would make a marriage sometimes. It's a lot of friction that you don't see an answer for, that you just continue to strive on. That's the love of it. See, that's the part that they don't tell y'all about it. These marriages, it's a lot of stuff in the marriage that you don't like, but you accept because it's them.
Facts.
And that's
I agree with that. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. It's like, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying, like, if she cooking for a daddy, what if it's a medical reason? How you gonna be selfish on that?
No, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
well, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
No, I interrupted you. My bad. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead, because I was pretty much done anyway. You got it.
Well, I'm just saying, like, that's why I say there's a different. I'm not saying completely cut it off. Right. I'm saying there's a certain point where you gotta dial it back if it's going to cause friction in the marriage and in the household.
Right.
Because if you're going to keep that person as your parents as much of a priority, then why did you get married?
Because I loved you. That's why.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, bro.
Cash though.
Yeah. What you saying, Ryan?
Yeah, I think it's really common for families to have like ongoing like people like taking care of older, especially older parents and stuff, like especially as they get older, rather. I mean, like or if they're just like I mean in a lot of communities, like they're just like your grandparents might just live with you, right? Like you might just live with your grandparents, or I guess it would be their parents, right? You might. Yeah, I feel like there's multiple generations, or even like aunts and uncles that might be like part of the household or adjacent to the household. Yeah, I think this is just kind of a fact of life, and people have to like figure out exactly like, where they draw boundaries between them and like when it's causing friction in their relationship and how they adjust with that or how they address that. But yeah, I mean, you can't go completely without that, or like just for the sake of maintaining like what like a nuclear family like ideal. Like I mean, family's family, you know.
Kelly, drop a poll. I want to see what the audience think.
Y'all, thank y'all for picking me up, bringing me up, man. This was a great episode today. Commend y'all on the conversation. Everything was super dope today, y'all. I'll let y'all later.
Already, bro. You take care, brother.
Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, okay. Doing something like that, bro, like those are grounds of termination, bro. Like I think for as a man that really love and support his woman, bro, that's a no-no. You don't ever want to get between nothing like that.
Oh, absolutely, bro. And the other way around too, bro, because like this is who that person is, bro. Like you don't. That's like kind of stopping my good heart. I got to tell these folks no when it's in my heart to do it. Like that just ain't gonna happen too often. Yeah. So I'm all for like, I really wish we could have a real conversation about marriage and what it actually is, cause people got this idea that it's a fairy tale. And you know, we gonna fix every problem. We gonna get it right every fucking time. And that's not what it is.
Look, make sure you bring me up because bro, that is some shit. Bro, I'm not married, bro, but I done seen a lot of shit, bro, my partners. And I always say, if it's that easy, everybody would have it, bro.
Thank you, bro.
That's something that you gotta really blood, sweat, and tear type shit. I'm talking about the lights go off. You and her gotta stay right there and still hug it out.
Yeah.
Like anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm telling you that shit. But it be worth it because you really got true love for a person.
Yeah.
I think really 2K nowadays, bro. That's why I was asking y'all earlier, how long do you expect to grieve? 2K, you fucked me up with the 4 months. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, that shit.
Yeah, because she a human. Like, how now ask me how long could I go without being loved because I love somebody? You know what I'm saying?
Everybody grieve different. Like I know I'm not good at. I don't handle grief well. Like I know that about me. So.
Yeah, I'll be a selfish human being if I expected my girl to not move on after me, and I'll be mad at her for not moving on after me. But just make sure I'm dead first. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Now watch this, 2K. The reason why I asked you that because it was a gentleman came on the show yesterday, and he was going through some shit with his daddy and his new wife. Bro, she wearing the lady jewelry, clothes, and everything. I'm like, wow, really?
Oh, she need to come back and haunt her. She got to haunt
Kelly,
her.
I said the same. Bed, I'm gonna shake it every time. I'm talking about, boy, look.
You know who did that? Bobby Womack. Remember when the story about when Sam Cooke died and Bobby Womack had showed up to the funeral in his suit.
In his suit,
Yeah.
But you know what? Bobby Womack was a bad nigga because he tried to talk to her daughter too.
But and I be saying it a lot on this show. Who is the youngest and best version of you? Your daughter. That's why I don't be trusting these dudes around. They step kids. I be telling y'all.
Okay, I got a poll. I don't know how to share it so you can put it up, but
It was up here.
Oh,
it was on the screen.
90% saying they gonna figure it out.
Yeah, they had good energy. I really do. I feel like they negotiated those things. Like it didn't sound like they were ambushing each other with those rules. Like it felt like
it's not
they
happening though, Ryan. Like as a black person and they look like two black people, they can say all these rules all they want. I would wager these people not gonna give a damn about them rules.
Sure, but what I'm saying is that like the fact that they had that conversation to get to it's a sign that they're going to be able to negotiate as they run into the inevitable conflict.
That's the cute part about it because they don't know what's to come. Like, y'all got it so figured. It's cute. Okay, I love to see the before and after of this. Yeah, all right. But y'all, it is time for us to wrap it up and get on up out of here, man. I really appreciate our guests. You want to read the super chat or you want to tell us the super chat, Jip?
Man, look, so shout out to the DPMO morning show, man. Big salute, Drip Nation. Man, make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, and tell a friend to pull up.
Hey, man, I really appreciate it, bro. I love to return the energy on your show too, bro. So just let me know when I can.
Oh, and 2K, shout out to Miss Joy. That's for sure. Shout out to Miss Joy.
That's for sure.
Thank
Ryan,
you both for coming back on or coming on. We definitely will have y'all back on if your schedules will permit, of course.
Yeah, Ryan, do y'all got anything coming up tonight, Ryan and Drip?
2 o'clock.
I'll probably keep
live.
streaming. Oh, sorry.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead, Ryan. My bad.
Yeah, I'll probably keep streaming a little bit after this. Just talking to my chat. I mean, there's plenty to talk about right now. For those who don't know me, I'm Ryan, Radical Coder. I do a lot of debates. Talk a lot of politics. I also do a lot of coding stuff. I'm a software engineer by trade, and I teach people how to code. It's kind of another thing I've been doing for the past 10 years. I do a lot of fun stuff with AI and like vibe coding, as we call it. And I do segments like coding the news and having I'm a progressive who debates a bunch of conservatives and sometimes other progressives, but mostly conservatives. So,
Ryan,
my chat is a safe space for people of all ideologies.
Okay, Ryan, quick question. What's the perfect age to get your kids into coding?
Into coding? Oh, as soon as you can. I used to teach kids that were like 7 years old at an after school program. And I watched these kids after, like learning with me for a while, like just, I mean, they were building like Roblox games, right?
Yeah.
And they'd sit there and like write the code. Lua is the language, and I mean, it's genuinely like amazing what they were capable of. And these are literally just like as young as you can imagine getting into coding. Yeah, I'd say the sooner the better. I mean, our world is so shaped by coding, and AI is doing a lot of coding, but it's producing a lot of really broken code right now.
Yeah.
So we need a whole generation of people to fix it. And yeah.
Okay, say less. Drip, you got anything going on tonight?
Pull up to the Drip Show. I'm gonna go live between 2 and 2:30. Normal live stream. You know what I'm saying? Talking about everything. From Charlie Kirk down to Pimp C.
Oh my dog.
Pimp C wife she's supposed to be getting married to the dude that was supposed to unalive him. Tukay. I don't know, man.
No.
They engaged and everything, man. And I'm gonna go over some shit that Corey Love did last night. So
Yeah.
Other than that, man, pull up.
Yeah, I got to pull up
sure.
for that one. Okay.
I'm gonna tag y'all in the live too. I forgot to do it. I'm gonna tag y'all both in the live.
Kelly stuff.
Appreciate
Okay,
that.
so y'all, I think it's our time has run its course. I really appreciate y'all for coming out once again. If you make sure y'all hit the like button on the way out the door. Shanika, appreciate that $10 super chat. She said, "Great show, Drip Nation." All right, so y'all, it is time for us to rock out, and just like that, we are out.
Quite frankly, this is the best morning show I have ever heard. Let's make YouTube great again.